Hello guys, good afternoon. So nandito na naman po tayo para magbigay ng maliit na impormasyon, awareness training related to chemical safety. Okay guys, so hindi na po siya in-depth na training, basta basic training lang po siya related to safety. Matagal ko na po palang gustong gawin to, kaya lang talaga medyo busy lang po sa trabaho at mga videos lang, captured ng video, share ng video, yun lang po ngayon ang ating makakaya. Okay, pero ngayon nabigyan po tayo ng pagkakataong gawa ng module at ito pong module na to ay ipipresent ko rin po sa aming workers. No? So, it's a English-based module, hindi po siya Tagalog, hindi po siya sa ibang lingwahe, pero I will try my best no, to deliver uh, clearly as much as possible. Okay, guys. So before we start, I want to introduce myself. My name is Eric. Okay, I've been working in the health and safety field for almost 19 years sa abroad. So, marami na tayong na-experience, marami na po tayong nakasalamuhang mga iba't ibang klaseng tao. Okay, marami na rin po tayong maka-argument. Hindi po mawawala sa trabaho yan. But make sure po pag kayo po ay makipag-argument, alam niyo po yung procedure, alam niyo po yung legal requirements, at alam niyo po yung information na sasabihin niyo sa inyong ka-argumentuhan. Okay. Hindi naman po dapat humantong sa physical fight or kung saan naman pong bagay na maaaring makasakit sa tao o sa inyo. Okay guys? So panatilihin po rin natin pag tayo po naka-argumento is yung professionalism. Okay? Sa trabaho lang. So ibig sabihin, walang personalan. Okay guys? So mag-start po tayo ng ating training. Okay guys? Ayaw. Okay, next slide. Okay guys, introduction. So, ang objective ng training na to is to ensure all workers understand the safe handling, use, and storage of chemicals used in hollow block manufacturing company or any company sa inyong nasasakupan. Okay? Protect workers. Ang importante pala nito or importance of this training is to protect workers from the workers' health, reduce accident, and ensure compliance with safety regulations. Okay, guys? So, slide 2, nandito tayo sa main slide, understanding chemical hazard. Ano ba yung mga type of hazard sa chemical? Okay? Meron po tayong physical, meron tayong health, at meron po tayong environmental hazard. Bakit po kayang walang mechanical? Okay? Napaka-rare po na magkaroon ng mechanical hazard sa chemical. Since we are talking about chemical, so ang mga pwede lang pong ma-hazard na makikita sa chemical is most likely is yung physical, health, at environmental. So, example po ng ating physical hazard is like yung flammable, okay, na pwede makasakit sa atin, especially sa balat natin, masusunog, okay, pag siya po ay nag-ignite. Pwede pong reactive chemicals, same lang po, kunyari sa mga nahalong chemical o nahaluan na chemical. So, based on the word reactive chemical, yun po ang mangyayari. Okay, guys? So, health, skin irritation, respiratory issues, siyempre mga example, environmental, at water pollution. Guys, common chemicals in hollow block manufacturing. Ito pinili ko kasi dahil sa aming manufacturing. Ano? So, siyempre, based doon sa inyong risk assessment, ma-identify nyo kung ano yung mga chemical dyan sa inyong workplace. So, let's say construction. Ano ba yung mga chemical niya sa construction? Most likely sa construction is yung mga ano ba, cement, okay? Paint, okay? Thinner, kung gugamit kayo ng thinner, primer sa mga nagpipintura, at marami pa pong iba. So, kung gagawa po kayo ng training na ganito, make sure na ma-identify nyo sila para po malaman ng mga workers kung ano po yung hazard at risk ng chemical na ginagamit nyo. Okay, guys, sa amin po is cement and additives, cleaning agents, fuel and lubricants kasi po dito po sa factory namin is meron po kaming workshop. Okay, guys? So what is physical hazard? So example lang to guys, physical hazard are those substances, okay, those substances which threaten your physical safety. And the most common types of physical hazard are fire, explosion, and chemical reactivity. Okay guys? So yan po yung basic natin, no? Binibigay lang natin siyang basic kung ano yung mga chemical hazard. So pagdating ng chemical, pag-uusapan ng chemical, of course, may kalakip itong safety data sheets. Okay, guys? Be noted. Note nyo, ha? Wala na po si MSDS sa industry. Pinalitan na po siya, if I'm not mistaken, long time, mga 5 years ago. Okay, pinalitan na po siya at ang bagong name po ni MSDS is Safety Data Sheets. Okay? So ano ba si Safety Data Sheet? Sa loob ni Safety Data Sheets, okay, meron 16 na clauses, kung yung ba tawag natin clauses, no? So doon makikita lahat kung ano ang property ni chemical. Okay? Doon natin makikita kung paano siya may handle, okay? Kung ano yung hazard ng chemical na yon at kung ano yung first aid measure natin sa chemical na yon. So napaka-importante po ng MSDS and always available in the workplace kailangan. Kunyari naka-store si chemical doon sa store nyo, okay? Sa warehouse nyo, kailangan doon sa storage area niya malapit yung access ninyo sa SDS niya para in case na magkaroon ng spillage o ng first aid, madali nyo siyang makukuha at mababasa, okay, kung ano yung dapat nyong gawin. Okay guys, napaka-importante po bilang first aider, foreman, supervisor, engineer, na familiar po kayo sa SDS. Okay guys? Huwag niyong kakalimutan, ha? Dapat maging familiar kayo sa SDS. Okay, labels, okay, sa labels naman, okay, kailangan yung chemical nyo kumpleto ng labels. Hazard pictograms, signal words, so like danger, or let's say signboards, okay, hazard and precaution statement. Okay? Most likely, pag may chemical, meron kayong program for handling, storage, and transportation of chemical. Tandaan nyo yan, guys. Hindi mo naman kailangan gumawa ng 10 pages above para lang gumawa ng safety program nyo para sa chemical. Magbase kayo sa kanyang SDS para mapadali yung inyong trabaho. Okay, guys? So, move forward tayo. Handling of chemicals. Ano ba yung mga best practice ng chemicals? Okay, ito yung mga best practices. Pag tayo ay nag-handle ng chemicals. Use proper personal protective equipment, gloves, goggles, mask, or let's say respiratory pag yung chemical nyo ay napakadelikado, no? Avoid direct contact with skin or inhaling vapors. Do not eat, drink, or smoke near chemicals kasi hindi natin alam kung baka mamaya yung mist niya or yung vapor niya or something na ma-contaminate ang inyong pagkain or ng inumin. Okay? Especially yung mga mahilig magsigarilyo sa mga chemical storage facility ninyo dyan, nako po, wag na po ninyong gagawin yon ha. Hindi porket nakapader siya, nakatago siya, walang lumalabas na vapor dyan. Okay, hindi natin alam mga aksidente. So, ang proper technique naman dito is mixed chemical in well-ventilated areas. Kung po tayo ay nag-handling, ha? Okay, pag-usapan naman natin yung paghalo. Mixed chemicals in ventilation area. Bakit po? Kasi may mga chemical na nagre-react minsan sa kapwa nila, no? At least, kung mag-react man sila, at yung reaction nila is napaka-dangerous or toxic sa respiratory, umaalis sila. Okay, guys? Tapos, meron ding tawag mo may mga chemical na pag nahalo, eh mabaho yung amoy o masangsang. Okay, guys? So, yun yung mga dapat, ang technique natin, meron tayong proper ventilation pag naghahalo. Ang pangalawang technique natin dyan is to follow manufacturer's instruction. Okay? So, saan makikita yon pag nagmi-mix tayo? Sa technical data sheet naman ng chemical. Okay, may mga ratio yan, di ba? Para hindi sobra, hindi kulang yung mga ating ihahalo. Okay guys, so move forward tayo ha. Ito yung isang video na gusto kong ibigay sa inyo. Kaya lang, it will take 20 minutes. Si-share ko na lang yung link sa inyo. Okay guys? Move forward tayo ha.
If you regularly find yourself working with chemicals, here are some things you should know.
Naririnig niyo ba?
Exposure to chemicals can be hazardous to your health. They can damage your organ systems and potentially cause diseases, injuries, and even death. Chemicals may also be flammable or cause explosions, endangering both your safety and the physical workplace. Chemicals can enter your body in several ways. The most common way is by breathing in contaminated air. Another way is through contact. Some chemicals can pass through your skin or eyes into the bloodstream. Unintended ingestion can also happen. Chemicals may be swallowed if your food, hands, or cigarettes are contaminated. So be mindful not to drink, eat, or smoke in areas exposed to chemicals. Finally, chemicals can enter your body through an injection. This route is uncommon, but it may occur when a sharp object, such as a needle, enters your skin and a chemical is injected into your bloodstream. Here are a few things you should do before working with chemicals. First, follow the standard operating procedures to understand how to handle the chemical. On a similar note, make sure to read and understand the safety data sheet for the chemical you are working with. Know what control measures should be in place to protect you from exposure. Then, check that the ventilation in the work area works properly.
Yan yung sinasabi ko kanina, kailangan nyo ng proper ventilation. If you are working,
you want to make sure that all containers are labeled properly to avoid any confusion.
Labeling.
It's also important to know where the eye wash stations and safety showers are in case of an incident. And make sure you are wearing the required personal protective equipment to avoid direct contact. For more information on chemical safety in the workplace, visit ccohs.ca.
Okay guys, so storage of chemicals. So make sure yung key point para mapanatiling good or best practice at away from danger ang ating storage ng chemical. Storing chemicals should have labeled and sealed container. Keep flammable substances away from ignition sources. Separate incompatible chemicals. Ensure proper ventilation in the storage area. Okay, mali yung spelling ko. Okay. So, yung mali spelling ko sa storage area. Okay guys, yan yung best practices. Emergency response procedure. In case of exposure, skin contact, wash with water immediately. Eye contact, rinse with water for at least 15 minutes. In inhalation, move to the fresh air and seek medical help. Okay? Ito yung tinasawag ko sa inyo na pwede nyong gamitin yung SDS niya to make your own emergency response procedure or emergency response. Kasi nandun lahat yung information. So, in case of spills, alam din nyo kung paano rin nyo po itatakal yung spillage. Okay, notify your supervisor, use spill kits to contain and clean up, dispose, and waste properly. Okay, guys? Binibilisan ko ng konti, ha? Sa chemical, meron din tayong PPE and its proper importance or its importance. Essential PPE for chemical safety. Gloves to protect hands, goggles or face shield or eye protection, respiratory or respiratory safe for respiratory safety. Proper use and maintenance. Inspect PPE before use. Bakit? Katulad ng face mask. Baka may leak, may pumapasok ng ibang hangin, sira na, punit na, kailangan nyo ng palitan yan. Okay guys, yun po ang itong slide na to. More only on PPE. Health monitoring. Napaka-importante po ng health monitoring, especially for those industries that are really exposed to chemicals. Why it is matter? Kasi early detection of health issues caused by exposure to chemical, mas madali po siyang magamutin. Okay guys? Kasi may mga chemical na carcinogen, yung mga nagpuproduce ng cancer sa katawan. So at least, okay, maagapan natin kung ano ba yung mabibigyan ng chemical na sakit sa atin. Kaya ang sinasabi ko sa inyo guys, kailangan nyong maintindihan kung ano yung nilalaman ng SDS doon sa chemical na ginagamit nyo. Kasi doon pa lang malalaman nyo na kung paano nyo i-avoid o i-reduce yung risk. Okay? Kaya pwede nyo ma-eliminate ang hazard by changing the chemical to less toxic. Okay guys? Hierarchy of control in relation to chemical. Okay guys? So engineering, administrative, PPE, okay, and disciplinary action. Yun po ang ating hierarchy of control. Okay, regular checks, periodic medical examination, of course. Report symptoms like skin irritation, coughing, or dizziness to your medical practitioner or to your supervisor. Okay? Para alam niya kung ano yung chemical na ginagamit nyo at saka yung side effect na nakukuha nyo doon sa chemical. Bakit kailangan nating intindihin o bakit kailangan natin magkaroon ng program in relation to chemical? Legal and regulatory compliance. Okay guys? Ang sabi dito, OSHA guidelines on hazardous materials, local and national chemical safety law. Of course, si DOLE sa atin sa Pilipinas, meron yan requirements para sa mga contractor o sa mga entity or company na minamanufacture ang chemical or dealing with chemicals. Okay? What is your responsibility as a worker? Follow safety protocols, report unsafe condition immediately, or yung sinasabi nilang report any accident related to chemical, since chemical yung topic natin ngayon. Okay guys, conclusion ng commitment sa ating training or awareness lang, okay? Takeaways or key points is understand the hazard of chemicals using your SDS. Ano ang SDS? Comment below. Always use PPE and follow safety protocols or procedures. Report any incident or unsafe conditions. Ito pa guys ang question. Dalawang question natin, okay? Ano ang SDS? At ano yung 4 main cause ng pagpasok ng chemical sa katawan natin. Okay? Ang commitment to safety natin is to ensure safe workplace for everyone, continuous learning and vigilance sa trabaho in relation or working with chemicals. Okay guys, kung mayroon po kayong tanong, comment below, subscribe to my page, like my page, and share these videos. Maraming salamat guys and have a safe day. Thank you.